Hello again. I'm Sibyl English, and this is Sibella TV, home of the Sibyl Speaks. Every week, I come here and read short excerpts from the books I've written and to speak directly to you, honestly, plainly, and with truth and love. Right now, I'm reading from my newest book, The Mirror of Love. As you listen today, if something I read makes you think, she's talking to me, or you catch yourself saying, oh my goodness, that's exactly how I feel, I hope you'll stay with me. Subscribe, like the program, and meet me here each week as we keep telling the truth, sharing our love, and growing together. All right, let's begin with a new chapter today. Chapter 2, The Inner World of the Other. What you're really meeting in every interaction. In every encounter, every person you encounter carries an inner world just as intricate, layered, and historically shaped as your own. It is a private ecosystem of memories, beliefs, wounds, loyalties, fears, longings, disappointments, interpretations, and spiritual posturings that live and breathe beneath the surface of their personality. This inner world shapes the tone of their responses, the direction of their attention, the depth of their availability, and the truth of what they are capable of offering. You are not meeting someone's best intentions alone. You are meeting the limits of what their inner world can sustain. For this reason, most people never pause long enough to consider what's really taking place. Instead, they imagine they are meeting another person directly as they appear in the moment, rather than encountering the accumulated history that lives inside of them. Again, connection is not formed at the surface. Connection is established through contact between two interior landscapes. Over time, everyone you have ever met entered the relationship carrying an unseen blueprint, an emotional inheritance, and a personal narrative that quietly shaped their perception. Their tone, warmth, hesitation, defensiveness, openness, silence, affection, or withdrawal did not arise randomly. Each response was generated by the conditions of their inner world. Their behavior was never separate from their story. To understand this truth is to gain a level of clarity many people never reach. You were never encountered by a neutral presence. You were met by a consciousness shaped long before you arrived into their life. Some people carry a landscape of stability. Their inner world is organized, grounded, honest, and capable of holding complexity without panic. These individuals interpret connection through the lens of possibility. They move toward truth. They move toward sincerity and emotional depth. When you meet them, their presence often brings a sense of ease because nothing inside them is working against the experience of connection itself. Others, on the other hand, carry inner worlds shaped by unresolved loss, unresolved fear that was never named, or shame that learned to remain hidden. Their consciousness interprets connection through layers of caution and vigilance. Love feels exposing. Vulnerability feels unsafe. Intimacy feels demanding. When you meet them, you are not meeting opposition. You are meeting the internal protections they learned to rely on long before they knew you. Still others move through the world with landscapes shaped by survival. They learned early to stay alert, to measure risk, to anticipate disappointment, and to limit emotional exposure. This does not mean they lack depth. It means they learn to prioritize safety over openness. You may feel them move toward you and away again. They'll move toward you and away again, wanting connection yet unable to settle inside it. Their responses are not reactions to you. They are expressions of the environments that trained their instincts. Every inner world follows its own internal logic. Some landscapes expand easily. Others tighten without warning. Some settle in the presence of love. Others brace in the presence of love. Some listen openly. Others hear through layers of old meaning. Some welcome truth, while others experience truth as disruption. In every interaction, the full emotional history of another person meets you. When this becomes clear, your interpretation of human behavior steadies and sharpens. You stop mistaking defensiveness for arrogance. You stop withdrawing as indifference. You stop confusing inconsistency with intention. You begin to see the structure beneath the reaction. You recognize why some people remain distant, no matter how carefully you approach them, while others move toward you with steadiness and ease. What you just heard was a short excerpt from my book, The Mirror of Love. If you'd like the full chapters or the complete body of my work, you can visit my website and get your own copy at PinkOpalAwakening.com. Thank you for being here today. Thank you for supporting me, my words, and my voice. Until next time, this is Sibyl English. God bless, take care, and I love you.